Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. I have lost light, so if the lighting sucks, I apologize, but I have a little makeup on, so that calls for a video. I'm gonna talk to you guys about my breastfeeding tips. Delilah is almost 10 months old and she has been nursing since day one. It wasn't always easy. Actually, it was really hard sometimes, especially in the beginning, but we made it and now it's very easy. I'm just gonna try to keep this quick and tell you all of my important things that will help you with your new baby, because these things were really crucial for my success. So number one, you gotta have one of these. Now this cover has been washed probably, I don't even know, 100 times. It's a little janky, so ignore that. A boppy. You gotta have a boppy. Underneath this top cover, I have a waterproof cover. So you need one of those because babies puke and poop and all sorts of things. So you gotta have one of those. Two tip is little nipple balm. This is the Honest Company organic nipple balm. I love this. This is actually my second one. They can ingest it, so you don't have to wash anything off in between, because let's be real, it's a lot painful in the beginning. Maybe not painful, but very uncomfortable. Things are happening that have never happened before to your boobs. So I love this. Love it. My third piece of advice, or my third tip for you, is water. You gotta drink a lot of water, and it's not that you have to drink it, it's that you want to drink it. At least I did. I was so thirsty all the time. You don't want to have to constantly fill up a glass, especially if you have a C-section. It's particularly hard to get up and down by yourself, let alone, have to get up and get more water all the time. So if you get a refillable jug, now this one's as big as my head, but you put a lot of ice in here, you fill it up, it keeps it nice and cold. I just highly recommend one of these. You don't have to get this big one. I have some smaller, 24-ounce ones, I think, but this is a Bubba keg. I think I got this at Walmart. I think it was only $10. Water. Along with that, with water, snacks. You gotta have snacks. You're usually in one place for a very long time, especially, again, if you have a C-section, or even if you don't have a C-section, but you're just extremely sore. I hear that it can be extremely painful if you have tearing or anything. So having snacks set up wherever you are is a very good idea. You're hungry every second. At least I was. So I like these Kind bars. These are just the peanut butter dark chocolate ones, but they have a bunch of different kinds. So snacks. The next item I have is a nightlight. A nightlight is awesome because in the middle of the night, if you don't want to wake your partner up, it's good to have. Plus two, it's just nice to keep the lights dimmed and not have bright lights all the time. I highly suggest this Vava. I think that's how you say it. We got this off Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's actually, it actually says baby nightlight on it. Love this. So it's got a warm light, cool light, and then you just hold it and it gets bright, and then it gets dim. Highly suggest one of these, and all you do is you just plug it in to charge it, and this thing holds a charge forever, which is awesome. Plus you can take it with you. Next, I have nursing bras. You live in these, at least I do, still do, every day, all day. In the beginning days, I wore a lot of these type of bras. These, I think they're called sleeping bras, but they're just very flimsy, very comfortable. You don't want to have anything that's going to dig in, because you can get plugged milk ducts, which suck. We've had those before and they are quite terrible. they can lead to mastitis and all sorts of other nasty things. So I highly recommend these. This is a Kindred Bravely one, but it's like all worn off there because I wear it a lot. But these are awesome. And then once your milk supply comes in and you're like, you know, leaving your house a little bit, sorry, my dogs are crazy, you want to wear something that looks more like a normal bra because you want to try to feel as normal as you can. So I recommend this one. Now this one is worn a lot, so it looks a little worn. It is clean. I just washed it. There's no wire in this, so it's still soft, but it's structured at the same time. And of course this has the clips. This is also Kindred Bravely, and I actually probably need a double D, but these work. It's fine. I actually have the cream colored one on right now. I just think that regular bras are just very uncomfortable. Your milk is always fluctuating. Your boobs are filling up with milk, then they're being emptied. So you need something that's going to like grow and shrink with you. So I just don't think something with a lot of structure, at least in my opinion, would be comfortable. So I love that brand, Kindred Bravely. I think you can find them on Amazon and of course kindredbravely.com. I will link it down below for you guys. So, nursing covers. I have 3 Milk Snob covers. I love, love, love these. It's like a big poncho type thing. You like slide it over your head and you can nurse with it. We actually use this more for like the car seat to cover it to keep the wind and sun off of her. But I have used these a few times out in public when I was first new at nursing and a little bit self-conscious. She was also very tiny, so I needed to use 2 hands to get her to latch. So I would have one hand supporting the back of her head and neck and the other hand actually like on my boob to make it happen. So being covered up was very important then because I was quite exposed. Having a nursing cover is nice, and it just folds up nice and small, and you can just throw it in your diaper bag. Always have it. Plus it kind of is nice for a little blanket too, kind of multi-purpose that way. And now that she's older, I actually use this on a shopping cart to keep the germs, you know, are nasty, off of her. Highly recommend one of these. As a veteran breastfeeding mom, I don't cover up anymore. I have clothing that I wear that keeps me comfortable and not feeling overexposed, but I don't have to have anything extra on. With that being said, I'll talk about clothes. This is a t-shirt, and a lot of times I will wear V-neck t-shirts that are stretchy and just pull it down, unclip, and latch her. And then if I usually always have on some kind of cardigan. You can kind of use your cardigan to kind of like cover up, or, you know, whatever you need to do. It just makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. Also, this shirt actually has a slit in it, and this is meant for nursing. It's just easy. And then up here, there are these loops that you can stick this through, and it keeps your shirt up off of your baby, but you're still covered, which is very cool. I only have 2 right now, but it works. Like I said, I use V-neck shirts all the other times, and that works perfectly fine. What you can also do is do the 2-shirt method, where you'll have a shirt on and then a tank top, like a nursing tank top underneath. Pull your top shirt up and then unclip your nursing tank. So you're not exposing your midriff at all. So you're not like overexposing yourself if that's not your thing, but it's still easier than having to like cover up and do the whole bit. Of course, cardigans, it's like my mom outfit. This is what I wear all the time. Cardigans, cardigans, cardigans. At home, out, everywhere. Button-down shirts are nice too because you can just unbutton the top few and then you can nurse that way. I am a working mother. I work part-time. I only work 3 days a week. I do pump, and I've been pumping since the beginning, just about. She was very small. She had a small mouth, and she was sleepy. So we actually had to supplement my pumped milk after a couple feeds a day just to make sure she was getting enough to gain her weight. With that being said, you gotta have these. I like these Lancino storage bags. You can put up to 6 ounces in here. I never do that. I usually only put up to 5. Generally, I'll do 3 to 3.5, depending on how much I've pumped, because that's how much she takes in a bottle, even still now. We've never increased her milk intake when she takes a bottle. Breastfed babies don't need that because our milk is tailored to them. So breast milk is just all sorts of crazy amazing. But you need to have these. If you're gonna be a stay-at-home mom, you might not even need to pump. Other than if you're going to, go out with your friends or something and someone's gonna give the baby a bottle, but you really wouldn't even have to have a storage bag. You could just pump that day and then put the fresh milk in the fridge for later. You are going to pump. These are nice as well. These are Dr. Brown's microwave steam sterilizing bags. These are awesome. You get 20 uses per one bag, and what you do is you wash your pump parts and your bottles and all of that, and then you stick them in here with, I think, 2 ounces of water. You microwave them for a couple minutes, and they're sterile. No boiling, no nothing. My husband actually melted some of our pump bottles a little bit because they sank to the bottom and they got melted. This is just quick and easy, and nobody has to melt anything. Next up, if you are going to go to work, you're gonna have to have bottles. These are the 2 bottles that we've used since she was born. We like both. We prefer these. These have an extra slow flow nipple. This is the Tommy Tippy brand, and these are just 5-ounce bottles. Highly suggest an extra slow flow nipple because you don't want your baby to take a bottle, get the milk really, really fast, and then not love nursing anymore, because babies don't like to work. I mean, we're all, they're just lazy. So they're hungry. I always tell people to get an extra slow flow nipple, or at least a slow flow nipple, which is what the Comotomo has. We like these. I mean, I like these just because, look how cute they are. They're squeezy. They're supposed to be close to a boob. Kind of looks like a boob. It's round. I've noticed if she uses these too often, like 1 week she just uses these, she tends to get a little fussy at the breast because I think she expects the milk to come out fast. So I try to use these because it just makes me feel a little bit better that she's always going to prefer me over a bottle. But she's a booby lover, and a mama lover. So I don't think I ever will have that problem, but that's just my little tidbit. Okay, so just a few more things quick. I know this is getting a little long. When you're pumping, make sure that your phalanges are the right size. I would suggest getting a couple different sizes. Your own breast size fluctuates throughout your journey, so I always keep a couple on hand. Sometimes bigger ones work, sometimes smaller ones work, so it's nice to have options. And then also change your membranes often, because if they get loose, you're not gonna pull milk out as well. So I always keep membranes in my pump stuff. That way I can change them often, and I just get everything off Amazon. Your angel.
Oh, filming. She's excited.
Oh, my angel. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, are you hemming? Are you hemming? Say hello. Say hello. Other advice I have is you need a support person, whether that's your partner, your boyfriend, husband, your mother, whoever you're gonna be with in those first couple weeks. They need to understand that nursing, breastfeeding is no simple feat for most. If it is simple, you lucky girl. It takes dedication. It's exhausting. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. But you need support. So whoever that is to you, find them, relay your goals, have them help you stick to that. Sometimes you just need somebody to sit up with you at 3 in the morning for a cluster feeding session, because it can get a little lonely and it's tiring. Yeah. I also suggest for those cluster feeding nights, Netflix. Yes. Find a show that you love and just watch it. Put it on, keep it going. Keep the TV on. When they're newborns, they sleep through anything, so you don't have to worry about that now. She's distracted, so it doesn't work quite as easily. Breastfeeding is not comfortable in the beginning, but it's not supposed to be like painful. You're not supposed to have cracked, bleeding nipples. That is not normal. No matter what people tell you, that's not normal. The easiest way to fix that, I think, in my experience, is to see a lactation consultant, and one that you trust and that you like, because they're going to get very personal with you and help you with nursing. We went to the lactation consultant's office like 2 times a week for a month, just because she was gaining slowly, and so we would do like weighted feeds, which I do suggest too, because when you're breastfeeding, you can't tell how much your baby's eating. So it's kind of nice to get some reassurance that your baby's getting enough. And if they're not, the lactation consultant can fix your latch or kind of troubleshoot with you to help you have success. I hope I didn't leave anything out, and I hope this was very helpful. I loved watching these kinds of videos before I had her to get all the knowledge that I possibly could. So I'm really hoping that I can help you guys have a successful journey, however long that will be. I am in no way, shape, or form shaming formula feeding mothers. I know that everybody has different circumstances. If your baby's fed, that's the most important thing. If you have a chance to breastfeed, I would always suggest you do it, because it's just a really awesome, cool. All right, well, that's it. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and I will try to link everything that I can. I hope you guys have a great day, night, afternoon, whatever it is, and I hope that your breastfeeding journey is everything you hope it will be. All right, thanks, ladies. Bye.